Welcome back to Just Mad Cars, guys, and welcome to our new segment where we talk about generally entertaining affairs regarding stuff to do with cars. So this new segment that we brought to the channel is a segment where we'll just be bringing you just general news and information about the motoring world. The first generally entertaining affair regarding stuff to do with cars is the new Lamborghini Urus. This has been recently unveiled. You've probably seen it all over social media. You've probably seen it on YouTube. Loads of people went to go and see it. Rather than them marketing it on its luxury, it's being marketed as a super SUV. That means it's powered by a 4-litre twin-turbo V8, producing 650 brake horsepower and 850 Newton meters of torque. 0 to 60 will be dealt with in about 3.6 seconds, so they say. And it will reach a top speed of 190 miles an hour. Lamborghini are claiming this is the fastest SUV in the world, or going to be the fastest SUV in the world, and I'm sure orders have already gone through the roof. Yanni from Yanni has already said that he ordered one even before he went to see it. Some of you might think that it's Lamborghini's first attempt at an SUV, but it's not. In the 70s they had something called the LM002, and that was more military spec. It was like a Hummer kind of thing. It wasn't anything, it was dead. But it's based on the Volkswagen Audi Group's MLB platform, which it shares with the Audi Q7, the Volkswagen Touareg, the Porsche Cayenne, and the Bentley Bentayga, which basically means it's going to be as hideous as all those other vehicles. Even though I don't think it's the most attractive car in the world. I'm just not a fan of SUVs, to be fair, because they're just big for nothing. But it's gonna sell bucket loads, so what the fuck do I know anyway? And I think maybe once I see one on the road, I might think, yeah, that's kind of sick still. So Aston Martin are releasing a new Vantage, finally, after like 15 years. And it's beautiful. We first saw this new Aston Martin in the last James Bond movie, Spectre, when it was actually modelled as a DB10. The new Vantage looks similar in a way, but different, and you can kind of tell it's moved forward from the DB10. It's powered by a Mercedes-AMG derived engine, which is a 4-litre unit, producing 503 brake horsepower and 685 Newton meters of torque, which will be sent to the rear wheels through an 8-speed ZF automatic gearbox. Not only that, it's going to weigh about 1,500 kilograms, which will make it feel very light on its feet and very dynamic, which it kind of needs to be because it is Aston Martin's sports car. Although Aston Martin's USP is pretty much Grand Tourers, the Vantage is the model that's centered more around driving dynamics and driving capability and excitement. It's going to cost about £120,000. So, you know, if you want one, get the checkbook out, start saving the pennies, because it isn't cheap. It is a thing of beauty. The inside is beautiful. Like, the inside is so nice, and looks wise on the outside it looks extremely sporty, but yet still looks like an Aston Martin. Well, modern Aston Martin. So you can still kind of see where it relates to the DB11, because it did need to be a beautiful car. The previous model, Vantage, is pretty much said to be one of the most iconic and one of the most beautifully designed cars, pretty much, if not the last decade, of the 21st century in general. So the new model looks like it's just going to continue where the last Vantage left off. So McLaren have been talking about their new Ultimate Series model, which has now been revealed as the McLaren Senna. Very divided opinions amongst people in the car world. Some people say it's a hideous monster, some people say it's functionally beautiful. I'm somewhere in between, but I like it overall. I think it looks wicked. So it's been designed to go as fast as it can on a track, but still be road legal. So it's a no compromise, no nonsense race car that you can own, basically. It's a road legal race car. It's going to be powered by the same 4-litre V8. We've got a lot of 4-litre V8s today for some reason, but it's going to be powered by the same 4-litre V8 as the McLaren 720S. But this time it will be producing 790 brake horsepower and 800 Newton meters of torque, but it only weighs 1,100 kilograms. So when they say the Ultimate Series, they're not ramping. McLaren they're not ramping at all. The list price for this car is £750,000. They're only making 500, and all 500 have now been sold, with the last one being sold at auction live at the McLaren Winter Ball. It was a charity auction with all funds going to the Cena Foundation, and the last model sold for £2 million. Yes, £2 million before the person that bought it had even driven it. All they had seen of it was it driving from the outside into where they were having their winter ball, and that's it. No pictures were out before, nothing. Maybe because these people that were invited, I highly doubt McLaren sent them pictures, because in case somebody leaked it, it wouldn't have helped them. But yeah, £2 million. 2 million, and it is not even out yet. It hasn't officially been unveiled. £2 million. No. Those of you who are getting confused with the name Senna, Senna was a Formula 1 driver. Ayrton Senna won all 3 of his world championships at McLaren, but he died in a tragic accident whilst in a race. And now to our main story, our clickbait title, should we say. John Cena is being sued by Ford. The Ford GT is Ford's flagship model. It's a car many of us petrol heads were very excited to see on the road. Not even drive one, just to see. If I saw a Ford GT now, I would melt, literally melt, or spontaneously combust. If you could afford to buy one, because they're like £300,000, so if you could afford to buy one, you couldn't just go to a Ford dealership, to Dagenham Motors, and be like, oh, I want to buy a Ford GT. No, you had to apply. Yes, like a job. You had to apply. They asked you questions. At the end of the process, they'll say, we'll be back, we'll get back to you in due time, how long it was going to be. And you had to be selected. So basically your application could be accepted or declined. If your application was accepted, you signed the contract. Part of that contract stated that you would not sell your Ford GT for at least 2 years. So John Cena was one of these lucky people that managed to be accepted into spending £300,000 on a car. However, he decided to sell his car just weeks after taking delivery of it. Because of that, Ford has taken him to court and are suing him for an amount that I couldn't quite find. I'm not too sure what it is, but nevertheless, you know, you're still getting sued for selling a car that you spent £300,000 on. So it's still a bit mad. Ford said that they were suing him for unfairly making a large profit from an authorized flip of the vehicle. John Cena, in his defense, John Cena said that he had sold the car because he needed some cash to pay for other expenses, and said that he completely understands and is willing to work with Ford to make it right. Good luck to you, John Cena. It's kind of mad that you're getting sued, you know, but you got peas, so it's not a thing. That's all I can say about that. That concludes the first episode of generally entertaining affairs regarding stuff to do with cars. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and hopefully bring another one to you soon. Thanks, guys. Bye.